Yo, peace to all the Virgos out there. This is your mid-June reading. We are going to do a 5-card spread here to all my Virgo clan. Hope the Virgos are doing well. We'll start off with a 3-split cut here to see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we have the 7 of Cups. So right now you are considering your options. Options in love, options in work, options in what you're doing with your life, options with what you want to do with your life, what you want to do for this weekend, what you want to do right now. And you know, the 7 of Cups is a stuck energy. It's a reassessing energy. So it's a really powerful place for you to see where you're at, see what's working, see what's not. So keep that in mind here, Virgo. And we'll see what 5 cards come up for you. Dropped a couple here. So let's see what 5 cards we have going on for Virgos out there. So your first card is the 2 of Wands. So again, there's some stuck energy right now. You're looking out onto the world and not enough into yourself. You're up in your head a lot. You're analyzing the details of your life and the things that you've been doing. And you're looking out when you really need to start looking in a little bit more with that 2 of Wands. And we'll get to it. The second card that we have for Virgo is the 7 of Pentacles, right? So very much similar to the 7 of Cups, right? You are doing a lot of reassessing on what you have been working on right now, working on in yourself, working on in work, working on in life. You are definitely questioning what has been worth it when it comes to what has been working for you right now. Your third card is we got another 7. So look out for some 7s. We got the 7 of Swords, right? So you are going to find a way to be victorious here. You have to find a way to be victorious here. You have the 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Now the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords are showing up. So how are you going to find a way to be victorious in whatever it is that you're assessing here, Virgo? And then your fourth card is the Ace of Wands, and this is the new beginning that you want to have. Like, this is you really reflecting on what's going on in your life right now, questioning what's been worth it, what hasn't been worth it. You want to change, you want some sort of victory and a new beginning with that Ace of Wands. And your fifth card here is the 8 of Swords. So this is you being stuck. This is you putting yourself in a stuck position. So let's figure out how you're going to be able to get out of this. All right. So the first card is the 2 of Wands, right? And this is a card of, again, there's reassessing and reevaluating is what's coming to me for you right now, Virgo, right? A lot of you are looking out into the world and, this guy's standing at the top of his house and he's looking out and he's, wanting to have adventure. He's wanting to have more in his life, but he believes that it's outside of himself. But he has the world in his hand. And if you just realize that you have what you need inside of you, then you are going to find the answers inside of you here for whatever it is that you're reevaluating and reassessing here, right? So with this 7 of Pentacles, to me, this maybe is about your job. It might be about how your love life is going right now, your social life. There's stuck energy that I'm getting off of this reading. There's like disappointment that I'm getting. You want a change. You want things to change. So it's like you're looking at what's been happening and what you've been doing with your life. And you are thinking about what you're going to take with you moving forward, right? Because what you want from this conflict, which I feel like is a lot of an internal conflict for you, is a victory here with the 7 of Swords. But the way that the 7 of Swords, man, is achieving this victory is, this card is lying, cheating, stealing. So you got to think about the ways that you're lying to yourself and not being honest with yourself, or finding the ways to really win at all costs here. But, by this guy is stealing the swords from this army to weaken his army, or the army that he's battling, so that he can be victorious. So look at the parts of yourself that are weak right now. Look at the parts of yourself where you need to have victories really with yourself and in yourself, and do whatever you can to defeat, the demons, the negative energy, the shadows that you have going inside of you, to again gain this Ace of Wands, right? This brand new beginning, this fresh new start, something new that you want to create in your life here, because that's what you're working for. And then your last card is this Eight of Swords in this 5-card spread, right? So this is you putting up walls. This is you, maybe not practicing enough vulnerability with yourself is what I'm feeling here, or even with others, right? If you cannot be vulnerable with others, that means you're not being vulnerable with yourself. Right? So in your quiet moments, when you're at home, when you're being the hermit, when you're being your Virgo self, if you're not using that time to really be honest with yourself and you're putting up walls against the things that you need to allow to come in, that's what I'm getting off of that Eight of Swords. So let us clarify. With the Two of Wands, you have the Moon, right? So very much a lot of this energy that's been coming off of this reading, right? You have been in a period of darkness here, a period of confusion. Hopefully you've been diving into your shadows and not denying yourself of the opportunity to really dive into the things that you need to heal and the behaviors that you have and the patterns that you have in your shadows, right? The Moon is confusion, and the Moon is about like needing to look into our darkness, right? And healing that darkness. And when we do, then the sun comes up, right? Because the Moon doesn't stay out forever, and day eventually becomes day and the sun comes up. So what you're wanting here is more light. What you're wanting here is, happier times and being less stuck. So it's definitely all about diving into the darkness inside of you with that Moon and that Two of Wands there. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Four of Swords. So this is, chilling at home. This is you relaxing and recovering and healing. There's definitely healing vibes that's coming off of this, right? Or if you are not doing the Four of Swords, or if you're not resting and relaxing enough, this is asking you to spend time with yourself, right? Because whatever this conflict is, and I'm just getting the feeling that it's an internal conflict for you here, Virgo, a lot of internal conflict gets healed when we spend time alone, when we really relax. And that's just a big part of your nature as the Hermit and the Virgo and the Priestess, right? So it's like practice some resting and relaxing. And then with the Seven of Pentacles, that's what's going to help you reassess what it is that you are really processing in your life right now here, Virgo. With the Seven of Swords, clarifying, we have Temperance. Right? So Temperance is also a card of like being stuck and not moving, right? So I'm getting the sense that maybe you're staying at home too much. Maybe you're not taking enough action with the Temperance card. You're practicing patience, and you are definitely going through a transformation here with the Temperance card, and you're trying to manifest and transform things in your life, change things in your life, right? But the Temperance card is about you need to get going. Right? You are ready to start processing this confusion, this reassessment, this reevaluation of your life. It's urging you to get moving with that Temperance card. And with the Ace of Wands, we have the Ace of Pentacles, right? So this is a new beginning, right? And a 5-card spread, if you got two aces coming up together, right? The work that you're putting in is going to lead to a new beginning. Right? Maybe some of you are thinking about a new job or a new opportunity, something that you're going to work towards, right? And that's part of this reevaluation, right? And, you might be reluctant about it. You might be hesitant about it. You're up in your head a lot. So 2 aces here is definitely an opportunity for a new beginning, but it's going to take you doing the work and, taking the action to get moving and processing the things that you need to process. And so with the 8 of Swords, let me get the cards in the right way here in my hands. With the 8 of Swords, we have the Page of Swords, right? So this is you needing to learn more about this situation. Find people that can help you, give you insights, learn about whatever this is, right? If it's, let's say it's your job that you're considering, or a new job that you're considering, you're making a change, learn more about that job. If it's a relationship, find people that can help you get guidance on, maybe starting a new relationship. If it's about things inside of you, do the things that you need to do to process the feelings in you that are stuck right now, right? If you're in therapy, that would be great. Exercise, do things that you enjoy. Really learn about the situation and learn about how it's impacting you with this Page of Swords here. And then hopefully you're going to find your answer. So, good luck to you with this, Virgo. Hope you enjoyed the reading and have a good one.